Hi everybody, it's Debbie here. Welcome back to my crafty den. So I'm doing a quick plan with me tonight. I'm not doing it in my happy planner this week because this is for the week of, let me see here. This is for the week of the 24th to the 30th. Anyway, so I'm going to plan for this week, and I'm going to do something a little bit different. I'm even going to change the layout for the pages. So what I'm going to do is, let me measure what this will be if I go a little wee bit in. So these will be about 3¼ by 5½ by 5¼ 3¼ by 5¼ I think we'll do 3¼ by 5¼ because they're 3½ by 5½ inch pages. So I think we'll do 3¼ by 5¼ and I'm going to cut 2 pieces out of this really pretty plaid. My paper trimmer. Oh, I don't have my paper trimmer in here. So I've already packed some of my stuff in the truck. So I think what I'm going to do is measure 6½ maybe 6¾ 6¾ no, 6½. I'm going to measure 6½ here, and I'm just going to make a little tick. This is what happens when you've got half your stuff packed up because you're leaving town. I'm just going to put a little pencil mark at the end of the ruler there and do the same thing here. 6½. So I can cut right up that line. This plaid paper is going to be perfect for this. I can just use my scissors, and then I'm going to go to 5¼ and it'll be that line right there. So that'll give me the size that I want. Scissors. See, you don't have to have a paper trimmer. And where there's a will, there's a way. So the reason that I'm using this is because it's a really nice fall plaid. Kind of reminds me of, you know, a plaid sweater or something. So what I'm going to do is I'm cutting it in one piece because I am just going to fold this in half and then just glue it right in. And so that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to fold it in half like this. And then I am going to is that about perfect? It may have to be a little bit smaller. Or it may not work like that. I may have to cut a little bit off of this. So what I'm going to do then is I'm going to fold it in half this way. And then I'm just going to take this off like that with my scissors. Just following the line right down through here. It doesn't have to be perfect. It's just my planner. So I will put it in 2 pieces just like that. Okay, so instead of tape, or instead of glue, I am going to use my tape today. This doesn't have to be wet glued down. I got little straggly bits still. I've been half cleaning my table between each project when I'm trying to get stuff done the last couple of days. But I've still got stragglers from all kinds of things laying behind. So that we changed our plans a little bit. So we're not going to go for the 2 full weeks in the camper. My husband got a job This is what happens when you're self-employed, you see. You can't turn down work and keep all your customers happy. So even though we had booked off 2 weeks, a new customer has come along, but there's a possibility that it's a repeat client for him. They do tile work. My husband and his brother, they do tile work, and they do the most fabulous tile work. And I'm not just saying that because he's my husband. Anybody that sees his work says the same thing. They do, you know, the custom tile work where the beyond the usual type of thing. And they work in, you know, $1 million homes and cottages, and yeah, so they do some really fabulous things. I look at some of the stuff they do and I'm jealous because there's no way in the world we'd ever be able to do something like that here. Not that he can't do it. We just couldn't afford the types of tile, and especially the natural materials like the slates and the stone and the marble, and I don't even know what all else, you know, people buy these days. But, yeah, he just did a custom backsplash for a cottage that's being renovated. And he'll take pictures and bring them home to me. And he'll bring home stuff and he'll say, I don't particularly care for this. And he'll show it to me. And our tastes aren't exactly the same. So this is what happened the other day. He comes home and he's got this picture of this tile backsplash that he's doing, and he's saying, I'm not so sure about this backsplash. And the tile is the coolest tile I've ever seen. It's octagon shaped, so it goes together in a honeycomb pattern. And each tile, I don't even know how many different patterns were on them, but each tile looks like an octagon shaped quilted piece, like a, you know, to get ready to sew together for a quilt. And oh, they're so gorgeous. So this whole wall looks like a giant quilt in these subtle gray tones on a white background, and I thought it looked absolutely fabulous. So before I put this in here, make sure that I'm going to get what I actually want, which I think is no problem now. Before I put this in here, I'm going to take my 2 pieces and which way are they supposed to go together? Like, no, it's got to be this way. Like that. So I'm going to do it like this. It doesn't quite match now because, yeah, it doesn't quite match now because I cut some off. Maybe this way. Yeah, I think I like that better. I think that's the way it was supposed to go. So I'll put it like that. And then I'm going to take my ruler and I'm going to make myself a margin at the top of both of these with, what pen should I use? I'm so picky. I don't know if this one works. I hope it does. Oh, yes, it does. So this is my Micron number 3. There, I'm just going to do that. And I'm going to put down at the top, I'm going to put down September. September 24 to 30th, vacation week. It's not quite straight. But what I want to do is mark down, that's about the middle. So what I want to do is mark down here. And I'm going to do my week a little bit different this week. I am going to just do 2 columns like this. And then as the week goes through, I am going to put down gas, any food we buy, or lodgings, like our campsite costs and things like that. And I've got 2 columns to put it all down here. So I'm going to keep track of it in here. You know, maybe the mileage as we go through the day and stuff like that. So I'm going to start it off. Monday. I'm going to do it in sections, just like a regular planner. And there'll only be a couple of expenditures each day, so there's not going to be a whole lot to write down. But what I am going to do is keep track of, you know, we started here in the morning, and this is what we did, and this is what we spent, type of thing, just as a notation in short forms, because these are the things that I will want to put into my vacation planner. And if I don't get this, because I carry the vacation planner in the back of in the camper itself, so it's not with me in the cab of the truck when we're traveling, so I need to jot down things or I'll forget them. So that's what this is going to be for. I'm going to get a few little stickers, I think. What can I put in for stickers? It's not like I don't have 6 or 7 million of them, isn't it? I should have thought of this first. So let's go through the sticker thing. All right, there, that didn't take much. I'm gonna just throw in a few of these little, because I'm not gonna decorate very much. This is just utilitarian, like I said, but I do love these little apples. So I'm going to put the apple basket there and some apples right there. So just a little bit. I like these little sprigs. They're like little fall grass sprigs. So I'm going to stick one here. And I'm going to throw a couple pumpkins around too, I think. Just a couple, because that's just... Put one there, and a littler one over here. So not too much, because I don't want to cover up my places to write, and it's already tiny. And I wonder if there's anything else that I do want to put. Maybe a little sentiment or something here. I wonder if I can find a little sentiment that's not huge. I like that. This is the good stuff. Yeah. This is the good stuff right here. Get over onto that line. There. So that's it. I'm not going to do much more. Yeah, I don't need to do very much on this. But anyway, we're off in the morning. We have a few last things to put into the camper and a few errands to run. And then we're all done. So that'll be it. I want to do a little more on this. I have this little tiny orange. I have one that's even smaller than this, I think. Let me see. I do. I have this little tiny orange one. So I think I'm going to just do my lines with washi. See, I'm addicted to decorating everything. Everything. There isn't anything I can do about it. It's just me. This little washi is so skinny that I don't even need anything to cut it with. I can just use my nails. So, oh, and it's stuck right to the side of my finger. So do that. And I'm going to put this on here and go straight down the page. And take that off my finger. And then I'm going to go right across the middle here like this. Let's get this here first. Just like that. I think that just finishes it off so much more than just drawing a line like that. And then I'm just going to peel the back off and stick it in my book. There. Can you hear my husband? He's in 2 rooms away with 2 doors closed. And he goes into that room where his guitar is. And he starts playing. And he just goes through every riff and everything he knows. He'll just go through and practice songs that he hasn't played for years. And he does love his guitar time. So I got my big scissors packed, so I'm into the little scissors. So if anybody's wondering what I'm taking in the way of craft stuff, it's not much. I have a little bin, one of those little brown bins that I got from Dollarama, beige or whatever color they are. And in it, I put my journal. I put the little envelope of scrap papers from not old, but the recent projects that I've been doing. And I've got some scissors, a couple punches, my pens, maybe a couple stickers. I don't even know if I put stickers in there. I don't usually, because I usually just put my pictures in when I'm planning. But so I'm going to do this way. I'm going to line it up with the outside of the page. Oh, that's where it is, and that's where it's sitting right now. And that's where it's going to stay. If you don't line this up perfectly with this tape, I don't know what this tape has got on it, but my goodness, it grabs. It grabs hold really, really fast. Get this backing all off. It's really strong. This is the stuff that I just get at, it's the Forever in Time tape. It's not score tape, but it's the Forever in Time double-sided tape. but it works really, really well, and it's a good price. Can you hear that? Oh, that's the wind. Tonight's the night we're supposed to have those big winds and that storm and all of that stuff that's happening. And I'm going to put a piece of that orange tape right down there, just to hide that. Because I've already been scribbling in here. I scribble away in this book. There. There. Put it right down there. There, that's good. So I just have a place to just drop a few notes, and that's all I'm going to need this for, because I'm not spending my time doing a lot of stuff in here. So when we pull into a gas station, I'll just write the town that we're in. We won't get gas more than once a day. So I'll just write the town that we're in, gas, and the amount, and then maybe the town we're in, gas, and lunch, or something like that. And that'll be it. So then when I come back next week, I'll be at home and I can move back into my Happy Planner again, because I think we're coming home this day. Early this day or late this day, one or the other. So it depends how my husband feels about driving and how far he wants to drive in one day. We try to make these trips really laid back. We don't want to drive, just be steady driving, because that's not much of a vacation for him. So if you like this little video, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to comment and share and subscribe. I will be back in a week. I've got a couple of videos to post through the week while I'm gone. And I think that's it. Hopefully I can keep in contact with everybody while I'm away. I don't know what the internet service will be like where we're going to be. And but I will see you in the next video. So bye-bye for now, everybody.